Hi friends, Miss Jackie here with Adaptive Music with Miss Jackie. I think I need another light on. There we go. So we have a new month, and this is the National Month of Soup, January. And so I thought I would do soup, all about soup today, and maybe for the next couple days. We are going to sing a song about soup, and you may recognize the song tune, the melody, the notes, the pitches as they go up or down or stay the same. And it actually is to what they call to the tune of The Farmer in the Dell. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell, hi-ho the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell. So I'll post a link in the description of this video so you can see the original song. A nice cute little cartoon to go with it. But this is with the words changed, thanks to preschooleducation.com, called the Vegetable Soup Song to the tune of The Farmer and the Dell. And there's lots of things that you can do with soup. And I'm going to start with the chorus, which is the part that repeats. That's the soup is boiling up. And boiling, when you're working on the stove with an adult, boiling means when the water starts to bubble. When the water gets, you'll see little bubbles coming up from the bottom of the pot. And eventually, the bubbles will be so big that it'll be like rolling around. The water and the bubbles will be rolling around in the pot. Okay, so make sure you have an adult to help you with this. But that is what boiling means. When anything is boiling, you've got big bubbles and they're all dancing around inside the pot. So in this song, it's going to say, first we add the broth, and the broth is flavored water. So it could be flavored with chicken broth, could be flavored with beef, could be flavored with vegetables. So those are the different types of broths. But you can pretty much make broth out of any bones or vegetables, any meat, bones, or vegetables. You can even make a fish soup. And so in this song, it says first we're going to add the broth, and we're going to stir slow. So I want you to have your wooden spoon that we used in December with Mr. Troy's pillow drum videos. You're going to take a spoon, right? And if you have a pot, that's fine. If you want to do this off the stove, if you're doing this with the stove, make sure you have an adult. And ask an adult to borrow the pot. And you're going to take the pot. You don't have to put anything in the pot, but you're going to take the spoon and you're going to stir. It says stir slow, around we go in the chorus. Then we add the broths. You can pretend, you can take an empty cup or an empty carton, and you can just pretend that you're pouring the broth into the soup pot. And then we're gonna add some carrots. So you know what carrots look like. You can get pretend carrots, and you're gonna chop them up. Okay, you're gonna chop them up, pretend like this, and then you're gonna put them in this pot, and you're gonna keep stirring. And anything else that you want to add. So normally the way I start my soup is I start the soup with carrots, celery, and onion, and a little oil. And I saute, and that's the same thing as boiling, except there's less liquid on the bottom. I saute the vegetables in the bottom of the pot for a little bit. And that's when I add, like if I'm going to do it with chicken, I love chicken in my soup. So I'll cut up pieces of raw chicken and I'll throw that in and I'll cook them up with seasonings. And I'll keep stirring and stirring. When the chicken is mostly cooked and it's white all the way around, doesn't have to be cooked all the way through because it's going to continue to cook in the pot. Then you add the broth, and you can either add chicken broth, chicken stock, and the difference between stock and broth is stock means it was made from raw bones, and broth means it was made from cooked bones. And that's the only difference. And you can add that, or you can add what's called bouillon, and they have it either in jars, like a gel form, or they have it in like powdered either cubes or like in little packets, like we have in the Lipton soup packet, which I love, by the way. And that's another way you can make soup. And then you can add the chicken broth, the chicken stock, or whatever broth you want. And then you can add whatever else you want to it. You can add noodles to it. You can add rice to it. You can add more veggies to it. Lots of things. I like to add spinach to mine. And then I like to take eggs. And this is very, very Italian thing to do. You take the eggs and you mix them up. And then you pour very slowly into the pot when the pot's done cooking. And you stir the eggs into the pot, and that's called stracciatella. It's kind of like Italian wedding soup, but it doesn't have the little tiny meatballs in it. And then you can add Parmesan, which is a lot of fun. But there's so much you can do with soup. So there's a nice little recipe for you. So you're going to pretend with your pot and your spoon, or you can work with an adult to make soup. Here we go. Let's see if I remember how to play it. Soup is boiling up. The soup is boiling up. Stir slow, around we go. The soup is boiling up. First we add the broth. First we add the broth. Stir slow, around we go. The soup is boiling up. Next we add some carrots. Next we add some carrots. Stir slow, around we go. The soup is boiling up. Then we add some turnips. Then we add some turnips. Stir slow, around we go. The soup is boiling up. Let's see what we add. Potatoes. Ooh. Next we add potatoes. Next we add potatoes. Stir slow, around we go. The soup is boiling up. Tomatoes. They're always yummy too. First next we add some potatoes. Tomatoes. Next we add tomatoes. Stir slow, around we go. The soup is boiling up. Let's see, what else can we put in there? Any vegetable. You can even put in pasta. Now pasta, if you put in some pasta, you're gonna have to let it cook while the bubbles are happening for however long the package says. I always like to have elbow noodles in my soup, or you can put those little tiny ones. They're called pastini, I think. Or a chini di pepe. Those are the really tiny ones. But lots of different things you can do. You can even break up spaghetti and throw the spaghetti in there if you want. Let's see. So pasta. I'm going to say pasta. Next we add some pasta. Next we add some pasta. Stir slow, around we go. The soup is boiling up. So have a great time, everyone. And if you happen to make soup with your adults, I'd love to see a picture of it in the comments if you can do that. Or if not, you can send the picture to your teacher, or you can put it in the Facebook group, or you can put it in the Music Microsoft Teams book. And the other thing I forgot, there's one more verse. You've got to taste it, right? So you're going to take your spoon, even if it's a big wooden spoon, doesn't matter. This is pretend. And you're going to pretend to eat the soup. You're going to scoop up some soup, and you might want to blow on a little bit so you don't burn your tongue. And then you're going to have the soup. So let's put in that verse. Now we taste the soup. Now we taste the soup. Blow slow. Don't burn your tongue. Now we taste the soup. There we go. Enjoy, everyone. Now I can do our word of the month, which is all done, finished, and you'll see it in the picture in the corner. All done, finished. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.